A local defense lawyer is filing a lawsuit on behalf of homeless people in Medford. It's an effort to have a series of anti-camping ordinances be declared unconstitutional.
Medford has long had an unconstitutional way of dealing with the impoverished and the unhomed. The specific law passed by the city of Medford essentially banned tent camping throughout the city unless certain extreme conditions are met. Between the banning of sleeping in cars and the banning of sleeping in tents, the city of Medford has made it illegal to be unhoused in our local community. The city knows that its previous statutory scheme was unconstitutional, and they used the fear over last year's fires in order to pass an ordinance that would allow them to continue to frustrate and intervene regularly in the lives of those who are unhoused in our community.
We've talked to hundreds of people and heard their stories. They're saying the police harassment has gotten significantly worse. They feel that it's because the people in the community don't want to see them, don't really know what to do with them. And you have to remember these are people who are traumatized from all types of things. They have mental health issues, they might have substance abuse issues, they may just be really, really down on luck in life.
So Ms. Lauren, if you win your lawsuit, the laws get thrown out as they stand. What happens to those who have already benefited from what the city has set up? And how does this lawsuit make sure more potential good outcomes are available for those that are currently unhoused?
I think it really highlights the problems that they're facing on a day-to-day basis. We'll make sure that they're not further criminalized and traumatized, and then start to rebuild those community ties between the unhoused community and the rest of the community.
We all agree that there is clearly a lack of adequate housing. There's clearly a lack of substance abuse treatment, of mental health treatment. Through this lawsuit, we're hoping to get those viable resources for this group of people that's severely disadvantaged, rather than criminalizing their position in life and rather than making their disadvantages even worse by incarcerating them.
A lot of times people that want to practice constitutional law but may have never done so, they talk about what our forefathers envisioned. In the colonies, with the pioneers, they certainly didn't envision the idea that a man or a woman wouldn't be able to sleep outside, that a man or a woman wouldn't have the liberty to find a place for themselves and better it. And that was the spirit of the beginning of the United States. The reason I went to law school wasn't to sign another contract or take another case that I felt like was going to be prominent or in the media. It was to make it so the members of my community and the people that I'm close to know that they have the space to grow, to find redemption, to understand themselves, to make mistakes, to be held accountable for the mistakes, but also to have their own space, to have their own lot in life, to be able to feel their own feelings, to have agency. We don't grow until we're able to use our own agency, not someone else's decisions for us. And that's the policy, the law office of Justin Rosas. That's the policy of my main beliefs in life and of my heart, and we would not be being who we want to be as attorneys if in fact we weren't out there filing this suit and ensuring that the members of our community, our own children, that the members of our families, that our friends, that all of us have the space to live, to breathe, and to eat, no matter what. And from there, we can grow together, refine the process, and become the best community that we can be.